What's up, y'all? Kyle here. You're watching Driving and Vibing. Today we're talking all about free camping near Yellowstone National Park. We'll give you 11 of the best sites there are. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am sitting out here outside the newly renovated vintage Airstream Argosy, dreaming of cooler temps, and it got me thinking all about Yellowstone. So I wanted to share 11 of our favorite free campsites near Yellowstone National Park. There's nothing like boondocking for free and away from the crowds when you're in a national park. So buckle up, we're gonna go through this pretty quick. If at any time you want to reference this resource, you can click the article below, rblife.news/Yellowstone. That'll give you this whole list spot by spot broken down, so you can always reference this. Let's dive in. First spot we got is Snake River Boondocking. This is located south of Yellowstone, so you'd be going into the south entrance. It is on the John D. Rockefeller Memorial Parkway, and it's in between Yellowstone and the Grand Teton, which really positions you for a good base camp. The spot's ideal for tents, vans, and small RVs. The road in is a little bumpy, and it might be difficult to navigate a big Class A or fifth wheel back there, so you might want to scout it out if you got a big rig. But the spots are so awesome and secluded. Once you go down this road, there are multiple pull-offs for individual sites. Each of these pull-offs have their own vault toilet, and these were some of the cleanest vault toilets we have ever seen. So props to the National Park Service for keeping these vault toilets so clean. Also, the Snake River Boondocking is located right on Snake River, so you can walk right up to the riverbank and just dip your feet in or go fishing, whatever you want to do. You don't have to take it from us, you can take it from Cobra's Journey on Campendium, because they said nice little camping area on the Snake River with wildlife everywhere. The road in is a bit tough. We made it in to a prime spot on the river, so we recommend it. Snake River Boondocking. Next up is Carbella Recreation Site. This is in Emigrant, Montana, and it's located near the north entrance of Yellowstone. So this is going to be on that north border of Yellowstone, and it's ideal for tents, fans, and RVs. Cellular looks pretty good for Verizon. You might need a booster if you're rocking with AT&T or T-Mobile, but you'll love it because it's wide open and it's great for accessibility and amazing views. Class A's and fifth wheels have been seen camping there. And best of all, there's a river flowing through the back of this campsite. So another waterfront spot. But again, you don't got to take it from us. Denver D. Max on Campendium says, we camped here as a home base for checking out Yellowstone at the end of May. I think this is my favorite spot near Yellowstone, hands down. No bugs, slight breeze, river sounds to help you sleep in perfect temperature. So there you go, another awesome boondocking site in Yellowstone. Moving on the list, next up we have Targhee Trailhead. Now, this is located near the west entrance of Yellowstone in Island Park, Idaho, and it is again ideal for tents, vans, and RVs. This campsite in particular is perfect for those campers who really want to avoid the tourist crowds in Yellowstone. This gets you outside of the action, but still keeps you relatively close to the west entrance of Yellowstone. And if you're camping with a group, it's a great site to corral the wagons and enjoy a good campfire, if they are allowing fires, that is. What's the word? So Sonia B on Campendium says, beautiful views of mountains, easy access to trails, quiet, pretty, and even green with tons of flowers while we were staying there. So we have to say Targhee Trailhead is a great camp spot, and there are trails right there, so hiking from the campground. Next up, guys, is Red Rock Pass. This as well is located in Island Park, Idaho, which will be near the west entrance of Yellowstone. It's ideal for tents, RVs, and vans, and they have reported Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile signal all from this site, so good connectivity there. This is another hidden gem of a campsite where you can really escape the rush of Yellowstone, but be close to the entrance. Yellowstone is a madhouse. We can say this from personal experience, and I wouldn't necessarily want to be camping inside the park. You might have good access, but there's gonna be people everywhere. So if you want to get out of the park and kind of camp somewhere with a little more privacy, check out Red Rock Pass. Next up on the list, we got Bill Frommie County Park. This is also located in Island Park, Idaho, near the west entrance. And you'll love this site because this is actually like an established campground. There are real campsites with picnic tables and fire pits. They even have a well-maintained vault toilet on site. The lakefront views are great, but we hear no swimming and no drinking the water. it might be a little iffy. 2+ Lou on Campendium says, we chose a spot that had good tree dividers on both sides, so it was private. The area is surrounded by cow pastures, easy in, easy out, no rough roads or awkward navigation to contend with, nice and quiet. So there you go. Try it out if you want the more kind of established campground vibe and you're not totally going off grid. Bill from County Park sounds like a good choice. Next up we have Cherry Creek Campground. This is located in West Yellowstone, Montana, and it's good for tents and vans. RVs are allowed, but you might not fit unless you have something like a Class B or something pretty small. And you'll love this site because it's only 25 minutes from the entrance of Yellowstone. It keeps you away from the congestion, close to the action. There are toilets on site, but not any other amenities. So again, guys, remember these free campsites usually don't provide many amenities. So you're gonna need to bring your power, water, electric, all that. But if you're looking for free campsites anyways, you know this by now. So don't take it from us though. Hendiggy on Campendium says 6 campsites that are fairly close, toilets and scenery are the main amenities. Good to hear. Let's go on to the next campsite. So next up is Fish Creek Road. This is located in Island Park, Idaho. RVs and vans are ideal here. Might get a little noisy if you're trying to camp in a tent here though, because Fish Creek Road is a great place to camp if you want to ATV. You can access riding trails right from your campsite. So if you're one of those RVers that travel with their ATV, this is an ideal spot to check out. So you can get the best of the Yellowstone action, but also take that ATV out right from your campsite. Rick on Campendium says, big rigs will fit, but going down the road might be difficult to get back out. Definitely have a plan and a spot picked out. Check on both sides of the bridge and the road. Good advice from Rick. Scouting out a spot in advance, especially if you're in a big rig, is always ideal. Next up we have Reynolds Pass fishing access site, and that's located in Cameron, Montana. It's great for RVs, tents, and vans, and we hear there is Verizon cell service out there. And you'll love it because it has easy access and waterfront sites. Every site at the pass is located on the water, and we heard it can be a decent fishing spot too, so bring those poles with you. But hey, you might need a permit, so make sure you check on that. And the stay limit for this one is 7 days, unlike the typical 14-day stay limit for a lot of these federal free campsites. Alabill on Campendium says, bring your stuff because you're quite a distance from supplies. I was told some groceries are available at Slide In a few miles away, but I didn't try it out. So, good insight from Alabill. Come prepared with the cooking goods. Next up, Bootjack Dispersed. This is in Island Park, Idaho. Great for RVs, tents, vans, and anyone with the Verizon cell signal. You'll love it because it's another hidden gem in Yellowstone. Every reviewer of the site mentions how private it is. You may see cows during your stay though, and definitely some cow pies, but hey, they all seem pretty friendly. And the word on Campendium from Cindy is that no water, no electricity, no trash. Surprisingly very clean, pack in, pack out, but you can't beat free. We agree. Free is the best way to be. Next up is Spring Creek Campground. This is in West Yellowstone, Montana. RVs, tents, and vans can all camp there. This campground just completed an expansion and now offers a dozen sites with fire pits and tables, and there's a vault toilet on site. Sounds like a great spot, but since the renovation has happened, not many reviews have come online, so I don't know how up to date the most recent renovations are. MT Girl 79 says, things were still a bit rough around the edges and the newer sites weren't 100% finished. I'm hoping that FS came through with some gravel to add in the parking areas. No garbage, no drinking water. So there's the most recent scoop we could get on this campsite, but good info it is. Last up on the list, little cheat here, I'm biased towards this site. It's not quite in Yellowstone, it's all the way down in the Tetons, but it's still only about 60-70 miles from Yellowstone National Park. So definitely check it out. It's Lower Teton View, located in Moran, Wyoming. RV, tents, vans, all can camp there. And you know what? Lower Teton View is probably one of the most accessible and most scenic sites in the Grand Teton area. They have bear boxes there. I don't think there's any toilets or other amenities though, so you got to bring your stuff, but this site is just spectacular. a compendium reviewer says this has been one of the best boondocking sites I've ever encountered, mainly due to the easy access of our giant 37-foot trailer. Great to hear that people are being able to get in there with big rigs. That wraps up the list of 11 campgrounds that are free to camp at Yellowstone. Drop your favorite one below if we missed one. So if you want to reference any of these sites for future use, make sure you click that article and save it as a bookmark so you'll know where to stay for free in Yellowstone. rvlife.news/Yellowstone, linked in the description and in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you got something out of this. We love Yellowstone National Park, and we want to make sure you have the best camping experience when you're there too. All right guys, until next time, later on.